On August 14th, 2024, we were first alerted to the missing of Gold Standard through a 911 call that came in anonymously.
911, what's your emergency?
Hi, yes, I just witnessed a 6-on-6 man beating.
Sir, can you describe what the assailant looks like?
I mean, they're not small, but they aren't huge either. They're like medium-sized men.
Sir, can you describe what the victims look like?
I don't know, but they're wearing standard gold jackets. They're all bloody now.
Sir, I'm going to need you to calm down. Like, calm down. Sir, are you able to get to a safe place and stay on the line with me?
Yeah, I'm currently in the broadcasting booth witnessing this. Please hurry. The medium-sized men have a look in their eyes, and the goalie is biting his toenails.
Teams have tirelessly looked for the Golden Standard. They've scoured ponds, trees, woods, outhouses, in-houses, your mama's houses. They've looked everywhere and still have yet to find them. Crikey, we've been searching this pond for hours and haven't found Gold Standard yet. They were believed to last be seen in the chat box, asking if people had the stats. Kloof is our number one suspect currently, since we're not sure if he has the stats, but we are willing to look into this. If you guys know any leads, please, again, come forth. We are all concerned. If you, somebody you know, has any information leading to the locations of Gold Standard, please let us know. Their families are concerned. Their league is concerned. Everyone's concerned. Please call 1-888-SINBIN with an S. Thank you, and God bless.
Welcome to Sin Bin. I'm Sir Mike Knight. This is Audacity 81. We got a pretty short show for you guys today. There's not a whole lot going on, but something did go on this past week, Audacity, and that is the play-in.
the play-in. The play-in. You say it like it's one word and it sounds like the plan.
The plan was for it to be a good game.
That was a plan for everyone.
However, some medium-sized hitmen came out.
Were you on that team that night?
No, I was not.
You're like PP. Do you know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bench cheerleader?
At least I don't sit here and try to say that, I'm the reason for all the wins. I just believe in my team.
PP is the reason for all our wins now.
Yeah.
He comes out there, every game, he comes out and smacks each one of them on our butts and tells us to have a good game.
All right. Anyway, I don't know how we got into just going to send it on when we're talking about medium-sized men and Gold Standard, even though there's another show that talks about Gold Standard enough. Dude, what did you see in these games?
I saw a tear running down Scrib McNasty's face while calling it. Did you see that?
I did. I heard it. I heard it in his voice.
He was like that native in that commercial when he sees all the trash everywhere because Gold Standard had been the trash in this game, and he just a tear just runs down his face.
People start pollution. People can stop it.
Are we going to see a McNasty's podcast tomorrow?
It's gonna be. I hope so. I'm kind of excited for it because it's gonna be a lot of hopefully finger pointing and blaming. And I'm hoping for.
I don't know. I personally, I don't think that's gonna end up happening. I think Swizz is gonna say one thing about it. Bane no-showed, didn't have any other D-men, so I had to play D, and that's about all he's gonna say. That's what I think.
I'm hoping he goes out full Denny Green. They are who we thought they were. You want to crown them? Crown them, damn it.
I mean, I will say that Prodigy made Swizz his bitch in those games.
My thing is, I think Swizz would have been better off. I don't know if the other guy, if Monkey can only play forward, but I mean, you would be better off just putting the body back there and trying to just overrun them with offense via Washington Capitals style or Edmonton Oilers. You know, we're just going to outscore you. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to go straight 100% offense. If you score, oh well. And put TJ back there. If TJ can save a few he can't save and keep you guys in the game while you guys keep scoring, that's what they should have went with. That should have been the game plan.
Yeah, I mean, how are you going to have the highest scoring player in rink rivals on defense?
Yeah, I just think that there would have been a uh, much better plan to just say we're going to go out here and we're going to go 100% balls to the wall and make you guys have to play more defense than offense.
Yeah, honestly, honestly, that would have been a better idea than Swizz playing defense.
Oh yeah, I mean we had Rob on our team and we won a cup. Our strategy was don't let Rob play defense. If we keep him in the offensive zone, we don't have to worry about it.
Right.
I'm just playing, Rob. I love you.
It kind of boggles my mind. I mean, you've got obviously the chemistry between Swizz and Young is outstanding, and Young was trying to carry it himself and he couldn't. And it ended up a complete blowout, 0 goals scored for Gold Standard.
I think the other thing is, and Gold Standard relies a lot on forcing the pass to the middle. And all it takes is a defenseman that's paying attention to stop it. But before you guys played them, I think we just had a series 2 games before that. And yeah, they won the first game. And the next 2 games, they scored 1 goal. And they only scored that goal when our forward lost the puck right next to the net.
Yeah.
Their offense is so easy to shut down and predictable because it's the same thing. Young comes down, Young skates towards the net, he forces the pass up to the center, and the center shoots it and scores. Once your team picks up on that play, they're pretty much lost. I mean, they don't have any ability to change, they don't play jazz, they don't adjust. That's their play. Force the cross crease, get it over, and try to score.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, the second game I played against them, second and third game, I realized they weren't shooting short side at all. So I just started cheating every crease and was just knocking it out.
So that's it for Gold Standard. It was nice knowing you. Let's move on to the rest of the playoffs because now we have the bracket. The bracket is in. We've got the defending champion, number 1, in the league, Just Gonna Send It against medium-sized men, a rematch of last year's final. And then we have Golden Company Elephants versus the Lucky Sevens.
Since we don't like blowing our own teams, how about you talk about the positives of Just Gonna Send It, and I'll talk about the positives of medium-sized men.
Absolutely. I mean, what isn't positive about Just Gonna Send It? I mean, their defense is stout with Cruel Bloom and Atri back there. Their offense is run through jelly, but that doesn't mean that you don't take Fist seriously. Because Fist will fuck you. Fist fuck you. I mean, your best bet when playing against Just Gonna Send It is hopefully peepees on the ice. But yeah, I mean, you definitely don't want Cruel Bloom on offense. As we saw on Thursday Night Throwdown.
So my outlook on medium-sized men is there's nothing positive to say about them. They all suck.
Oh Jesus!
No, I'm just playing. You got Huge back in net. He's a really good goalie. he can make some saves he's not supposed to, but he also will give up some shots he shouldn't. You have solid defense with Costa and Supreme Bannock, and then even when those guys get tired, you have Sir Mike Knight going out there to lay down on the ice and hopefully make something happen. And then, I mean, forward-wise, Rye Guy, which has been lighting it up, Bagshot, and Prodigy. Those guys are just killing it against other teams. I mean, it's going to be a good matchup. That's the one thing I can guarantee. It will be a really good matchup between us two. We play into each other very well. Normally, they're very low-scoring games. So, it's going to be a fun playoff series. I can't wait till that one happens.
I honestly can't wait to see Lucky Sevens versus Golden Company Elephants. In my opinion, I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Rufio cheerleading, and just talking a whole bunch of shit. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun.
Love Rufio.
If Superstar can keep his connection, those are going to be very close games.
Yeah. Well,
if McDonald sets their router before the games, he should be good. You got Piggy doing a really good job filling in for Rufio, but showing Rufio how to play actual defense instead of a second left wing. Look, it's a good team. They're both good teams. Golden Company Elephants, they rely on their defense. I think they have the lowest goals against.
They do.
They rely heavily on team defense, and Ploop shoots. Ploop scores.
Ploop's a very good center. We played them the last game of the season. We won the series 2-1. It's their team is very aggressive as far as shots go. They will try to make plays. They will go for a lot of rebounds, tip shots, along with trying. They don't necessarily always force the cross crease if it's not there. So you just have to be ready for it. But they will shoot the puck from anywhere, and that makes it, for a goalie, it makes a nightmare because you just never know where the puck's going to bounce off your pads at.
Mm-hmm.
So, Whispers, on the other hand, I mean, is a great goalie as far as shutouts go.
You call him Screams?
K Screams. Yeah, K Screams, on the other hand, he's a good goalie, I mean, but he hasn't faced a lot of shots. And when he gets attacked and he gets under pressure, he's willing to give up a lot of goals. So this is going to make it exciting.
I mean, they are going to have to face the four-headed monster.
Yeah.
Of Lucky Sevens. It's Norris, Benzet, Duchesne, and Jalbert.
Yeah.
They do run a 4-forward quite often, and they will kill you with it.
Oh yeah. They're very unpredictable, and they like to slide somebody down late in the high slot. Normally it's either Jalbert or Rufio, or somebody will slide in that high slot at the last second, and then there's a pass there because nobody's covering them, everybody's watching the sides. Very, very powerful offense. So, I mean, this is basically a unstoppable force hit an immovable object, and we'll see what happens at the end of this game.
Right. I mean, but that's not to say that Golden Company Elephants is anything to scoff at. Right? I mean, the top 5: Sophisticated, Ploop, Mini Wick, Chewbacca, and Rubber Ducky.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Mini Wick has been lights out on defense all season, and then they pick up Chewbacca, and that defense is stout. And it shows because they don't allow a whole lot of goals against to begin with. Right?
Yeah.
Put in Sophisticated, Ploop, and Rubber Ducky on forward, and
I mean, as far as the attack goes, it goes from left to right, right to left. Like I said, they will shoot from angles and go for rebounds. they're clicking on all cylinders as far as a team can go. They the defense, one of the best defenses in the league. They hands down one of the best defenses in the league. The amount of goals they have allowed for the season show it. I mean, they only allowed 115 goals on the season.
Yeah.
They scored. They've scored 206 goals on the season. I mean, they are the number
Fourth
2
most.
team in goal differentials.
Oh yeah.
So they're gonna the only way they're really gonna win this is by shutting down that offensive lucky sevens and getting those goals in. And it's gonna be literally it's a match of the goalies. Like I said, I think it's gonna be very few shots make it through. There's gonna be a lot of block shots. It's gonna be decided by a couple bounces.
Yeah, I mean it's the number one defense, right? Versus the number one left offense.
Yeah.
Right, because number one was gold standard.
I wouldn't even say it's number one offense.
225 goals says it was number one offense.
223
league
for
leader
lucky
in
sevens.
goals, assists, and points on the same team says it's the number one offense. I don't care what you say. I don't care how much you dislike gold standard. They were the number one offense.
I love gold standard. They were my
gone.
pick.
So the number one offense left is lucky seven. Period.
I mean, the only thing is that majority of those points came against weaker teams. But I guess
every other team had the chance to do the same thing. I don't agree with that assessment.
I got you. I mean,
every other team had the chance to do the same exact thing and they didn't.
I just don't understand how you can say they're the number one. I mean, I guess they are the number one offense, but I mean, 69. They were fifth seed coming into the playoffs, so they were literally just scoring goals and not playing anything else. I think there's more to offense than just scoring goals.
No, I think that's exactly what offense is. I mean, it's scoring goals.
A little bit on the back check and stuff like that too. I mean,
defense. I mean, as far as all the playoff teams, all 5 playoff teams, they were the worst defensive team.
That's true.
But they were the best offensive team, and that's how they won games. They overwhelmed you with offense. Gold standard was the number one offense. Period.
Fine. I'll concede to that.
I mean, offense does not equate to defense.
Offense does equate to defense.
It really doesn't. We're not playing Iron Man football here. You know what I mean? Like, offense does not equate to defense.
Fine. I'm just trying to figure out what their time of attack was.
Let's just move on here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Their time of attack is like 6th.
Let's move on to playoff predictions. Now, for those of you who watched last week's show, we do a playoff game where the winner doesn't get shit, but the loser gets shit on. Now we have decided what the punishment's going to be. Audacity, do you want to explain what the punishment's going to be?
So this punishment is going to be a combination of 2 previous punishments from the other league when we did a show there. We're going to combine pouring a gallon of milk over your head while wearing a dress. We call this punishment Dairy Queen. My fault. The Dairy Queen.
Yep.
So the loser is going to basically have to wear a dress and pour a gallon of milk over their head.
Should be fun. So let's just explain to you guys how we do the points breakdown, because there was some confusion when we posted our picks for the play-in in the general chat. So we predict who's going to win, and then in how many games they're going to win. You get 1 point for predicting the winner. If you predict the winner and get the games right, you get an extra point. Right? If you predict the loser and get the games right, you get 0 points. You have to get the winner and the games right in order to get the 2 points. Otherwise, you just get 1 for winning it.
So Mike currently has a 1-point lead by picking his own team. He picked him to win in 3. I picked Gold Standard to win, which we've already beat that dead horse. So
yep. So right now, the playoff standings are me 1, Audacity 0, but that could change easily in this upcoming prediction. So right now, let's make the predictions.
Yeah.
All right.
So for medium-sized men and Just Gonna Send It, obviously I'm gonna take Just Gonna Send It in 5.
I'm gonna go Just Gonna Send It in 6. I think medium-sized men can take 2. I honestly think medium-sized men could win it, but if I'm taking my team hat off and putting my media hat on, I'm going Just Gonna Send It 6.
Guess who's not gonna be playing any games?
I'm already not gonna play any games. Don't give me that shit.
He's already like it's game 5, or it's game 5. It's 3-1. They're like, let's put Mike in. No, he predicted 6. We're not gonna give him that. All right. So Gold Company Elephants versus Lucky Sevens.
This one's a tougher one for me.
I'm gonna go Lucky Sevens in 7. I know somebody picked it yesterday. I just think it's gonna go the distance. I don't know. I think Superstar can light it up.
I don't think Golden Company Elephants can afford for it to go to 7. And because of that, I am going Golden Company Elephants in 6.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I mean, it's really a coin toss.
No, they match up really well against each other, and it's going to be, honestly, that is going to be a better matchup in my mind than Just Gonna Send It versus medium-sized men. I have all the faith in my team to be able to put some good games up against you guys, but I can't go against the best team all season when me wearing a dress is on the line. Nobody wants to see that.
Oh, I can't wait. You better wear something sexy too, you slut.
So when are we gonna do this? When are we doing the punishment video? When is that gonna air?
So the last show of the season, we are gonna air the punishment along with the award show. So we'll do our Sin Bin Awards, and we'll do the punishment as a video for our viewing audiences.
So are we giving away the Vesna, the Art Ross, any of that?
No, come on, man. That's too easy. We're the Sin Band. We're gonna give away awards to the bottom and the top of different positions, but I mean, we like to have fun with our awards. I wish I could tell you what our awards are, but I want to make sure that they're very specific to us, and I don't want anybody else to steal our idea on this one because it's good.
Yep, we are. In true Sin Bin form, we are giving you the yin with the yang, the good with the bad. It's going to be fun. It has always been my favorite show when we've done it in the past in other leagues. And we've kicked it up a notch for this league.
Oh yeah.
In my opinion, I think we've kicked the awards up a notch.
It's definitely going to be a very exciting thing. I mean, we're going to award a Sin Bin Saint, who is going to be someone that we feel has done excellent, that maybe even the stats don't show. I mean, it's not all stat based for us. It's not an algorithm. It is completely our opinion on a lot of these awards. So there's no predicting on who's going to win what. Now, there's some awards that are stat based, and we'll explain that to people. And the fun part is the first person to win the award, we name the award after them. So for the rest of the time, Rink Rivals is around and we're doing our show, that award will be called after that person.
Yep. It should be fun.
It'll be
a lot of fun. We went 13 seasons with the other award show. People didn't even know who the fuck the people were that we named the awards after.
Some of them moved up to NHL and other leagues. Yep.
I mean, they still had an award, and they still had an award in the lower leagues named after them. All right, Audacity, let's cut into the sin bin. Audacity. Who's in the sin bin?
Well, after the embarrassing performance in the Thursday Night Throwdown, I gotta put Cruel Bloom in the sin bin. Just because, how many 2-on-1s and breakaways could you get and not score on that? Mike at one point was like, and he fucked it up again.
I really.
He's my boy. He's my right D. He's my blindside watcher. But I gotta roll the bus on him this week.
Ugh. All right, my sin bin is gonna be Swiss World, because not only did you cost your team by putting yourself on defense for the play-in, then you tried to play defense again for Thursday Night Throwdown. Did we not learn? Did we not learn? Of course, the second game he put himself on. He went back on offense, but still, like,
how many goals did he get on offense? Like 5 or 6. Every time we turned around, it was Swizz scoring or Swizz assist.
Right. Yeah, but like, I think Scribbs, Scribbs said it best, and I lost that thought. Completely lost that thought. There's my ADHD brain going.
Scribbs said it best.
He did. He said it best. I don't remember what he said, but he said it best. It just Swizz don't play defense. Oh, this is what Scribbs said. There we go. Every forward should play defense at least once in a game that matters, just to see how tough it actually is. I mean, you've played defense, Audacity. You get how much goes into playing defense. That the problem is when a forward has a bad game, they don't score.
Yeah.
When a D-man has a bad game, it could cost them.
Oh, yeah.
Bad.
Well, anything on the back end will cost you. The goalie has a bad game. The defense is a bad game. Forwards are the one group, and what they don't realize is, especially a lot of bad forwards and young forwards, they feel that, they do nothing wrong. The score is 1-0 at the end of the game, and they're like, oh, goalie, how'd you let that one goal in? Well, how did you not let one go? How did you not get one in? But forwards don't see it that way. A lot of forwards don't. They think that everybody in the back needs to be perfect so they can just do stupid stuff. Skate through 5 people over and over and over again.
Forwards can cost the defense as well. You skate it straight up, force the cross crease, lose it. Your D-man's already skating up.
Yeah.
Right? To help you cycle. Right? But if they're skating up and then all of a sudden it's coming back, they've got to turn quick and get back. And that could cost them too. The forwards can cost defense, and they don't see it that way. It's always on you should have been that, you should have been back, you should never be in the... No. We come up in the offensive zone, so you have an outlet pass.
Oh, yeah, that same idiot that says that you should have been back is the same idiot that passes it to the corner where the defenseman's supposed to be at, who hasn't gotten back yet because he's still watching the guy that's cherry-picking.
Yep.
I mean...
That's why anytime I'm covering somebody cherry-picking, I tell them, I'm not going in the zone.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
not going to be in the zone. Don't blind pass it to that area. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I call out a lot of stuff. As being a goalie, I can see the whole ice. So I call out everything. And I call out tendencies. I call out positioning. I call out whatever I see going wrong. And sometimes the guys on the ice, they're so busy with their puck and having to deke through people and around people and make passes and look for open zones and open lanes, they can't see that.
Right.
But I can. So I try to offer that advice to them, but the forwards are like, oh, don't worry about me. I got this. And it's like, no, you don't, because you've done the same thing 6 times and it hasn't worked yet.
I mean, how many times have I been calling games and going, he tried to skate through 4 people and failed? Shit happens all the goddamn time.
the one highlight reel of the time that it actually works, it's nice.
Yep. So that's all the time we have for this episode of the Sin Bin. From myself, Audacity. Hey guys, keep the faith.